Hello all, welcome to my channel. In this video, let's take a quick look at indirect formula. So the formula itself, it is telling that it's a indirect formula, it's not a direct formula. Whatever the formulas that we have used or we have seen so far, all of them, they are the direct formulas. Basically, you go ahead and you apply the formulas, and this is the indirect formula. Let's quickly jump into the spreadsheet and let's see what is the indirect formula here. So let's assume that I have a cell, okay, a value. Okay, for example, um, let's say b3, b2, and so let's say this is the a2 column, a2 cell, right? So I'm mentioning b2, and the b2 value over, you can see when the cursor is over here, this is the b2 value, and the b2 value, for example, let's say 200. Okay, now whenever I wanted this value, so basically what we usually do is equal to this one, which gives a 200. But let's see how we can use the indirect formula. So over here in the column A, I have mentioned like B2, and actually the B2 value is 200. So whenever I wanted to get the value from here using the indirect formula, let's do this one is equal to indirect of, instead of selecting this one, I'm selecting this B2. So here the formula says A2, but when we click on enter, the indirect cell, it goes into the this cell, and whatever which is over there, it brings that value over here. So when we enter this one, we get the value 200. Interesting, right? Let's see one more. For example, let's say we have columns F, G, or like let's say A, B, C, D. Okay, so these are the columns, and we have a range. Let's say sales 1, sales 2, sales 3. Let's say we have 1000, 2000, 3000. For example, you are doing you would like to sum all of this one. Sometimes you would like to see only sales 1 or sales 2, or whatever. You would like to give a kind of flexibility to your team, that whatever the range that they enter here, you would like to sum them. Let's see how we can them. For example, now if they would like to sum from B to, okay, B, this is the seventh row, right? B, okay. For example, if they would like to sum all of this one, okay, so if it, they would like to sum b7 to d7, this is the range, right? Let's see how we can do using the indirect formula. So let's go ahead. Let's, it's equal to indirect of, I would like to have this range here, and it got me all the values 1000, 2000, 3000 here, you can see. And I would like to sum the values over here, sum the values over here, and there it goes. So it is given, it returns the value 6000. For example, they only wanted to see the sum of first two sales. You can do, they, once they come here, once they change the range, the value automatically changes over here. So instead of having a new formula, which basically, for example, like sum of these two sales, sum of these two sales, sum of this and this sale, etc., it's always better to use the indirect formula. And whatever the range that they want, they can select over here, and that helps you to get the total value. For example, let's say we have sheet 28, and there is a value over here which is 999, and you would like to bring this value to over here. Okay, for example, let's say we have two columns, um, let's say A, B. Okay, let's say it has sheet, this is the sheet 38, so sheet 38, and the B, it has some. Okay, now you would like to get the value of from the sheet 38. How we can do this one is equal to indirect of. So let's say, so how it should be, it should look like sheet 38, right? Sheet 38, and this one A1. So sheet 38 A1. So this is how we have to format the formula here. So let's see how we can do this one is equal to um, indirect of. So I'm giving a single apostrophe here, and this one which tells like sheet 38, and single apostrophe. So basically we got sheet 38 and this one and A1. Okay, let's quickly take a, sorry, it's indirect. Okay, indirect of this one and A11 and A1. Okay, we have to close the brackets here. There it go. So this is how we can quickly get any value using the indirect formula. So for example, let's say sheet 39, it has 2000. So once we go here and once we say like, okay, I want to have sheet 39, the value will changes here. So this is how quickly you can get the data from any sheet to here based on the indirect formula. I mean, you might also think like I can use easily do, for example, is equal to sheet 39 here. But whenever you change the value, for example, if you change the value to sheet 38, this value changes here, but this value doesn't change. So this is how you can use the indirect formula very effectively when you have the data in multiple sheets and you can bring the value over here. For example, let's say we have a drop down here. Let's say we have a drop down. Let's quickly see drop downs, and let's say we have a sheet 38, sheet 39. I totally forgot how to insert a drop down. um, Data insert. Okay, let's quickly see how we can create the drop downs here. For example, let's say a cell, it has the list of drop downs value. For example, let's say in this drop downs we have sheet 38 and sheet 39. So if you would like to create a drop down here, okay, how you can do, click on data validation. Okay, let's say clear all. So select the list and the range here, these two values. Okay, click on OK. There it go. So now you have a drop down here. Click on that. If you click on sheet 38, the value automatically changes. And if you click on 39, the sheet automatically changes. This is how effectively you can use the indirect formulas if you have data from the multiple sheets, for example, the sum of sales and everything. And you can quickly get back the data here. Thank you for watching this video. Please do share your feedback to me through my email. I have pinned my email in the description. Thanks a lot for your support on this one. Have a good day.